Well, good morning, or good afternoon, or good evening, or that in-between period when you're eating cereal without milk and watching strange reruns of shitty television shows that you didn't even like when they weren't reruns, but you should be playing video games instead. Instead, you watch shitty television. My name is Siefe, if you don't already know, and if you already know, I'm glad you came back. Please, use the regular chair that you usually sit in when you watch this, or the regular area that you have been designated. Just kind of kick back and kind of relax a little bit. I got a little pistol gameplay on Kill Confirmed, playing with the B23R, and I get triple Warthogs. As you can see, I didn't get a great start, but pretty soon I sip a Red Bull, my underwear gets a little tighter. Grabs my testicles, and of course it gives me just a little bit better surge of energy so that I can play at a higher level. And I'm actually a little bit impressed with this game, not because of the score streaks, but because I got most of the score streaks without having to use my other score streaks. They didn't produce a whole lot, only because the higher score streaks now, people are more prepared for them. People have precautionary measures in place. Like, they have Blind Eye, or they have Ghost, or they're wearing a bubble, or some sort of Big Bird outfit costume that keeps them from being recognized by your shit. So, in that case, you don't really get that many kills, but still good, and it still feels great to achieve a higher score streak. So that's what I've been kind of doing for the last week or so, is playing with a odd weapon that I'm not good at, and I try to get a couple good gameplays. Now, keep in mind, for every good gameplay video I have with a weird weapon, there's about 650,000 games that I had to play to get this gameplay. So I am by no means an epic gamer. I am by no means a psychotically skilled person in the ways of Call of Duty. But I do love playing the game. I do love trolling on people. I do love people spilling their bowls of oatmeal because they're frustrated with my quirkiness or savvy. And this was a close call. Usually I don't survive having to reload this stupid pistol. But anyway, what I want to talk about today is what we call Modern Warfare 4 next game, which I am positive it's not going to be called Modern Warfare, only because Machinima got in touch with Activision, and all of us Machinima gamers know it's not going to be Modern Warfare. They are actually done with the Modern Warfare series, so they're going to come out with something else. So I'm not really sure exactly what it's going to be called. Everyone's real secretive about it. We do know that it will be on the PS4, not the PS3, which is going to irritate a lot of people except millionaires. So all of you big rap stars and athletes will be playing the new Call of Duty, and we will all still be playing Black Ops 2 because we are not rich. And if we were rich, I would feel really shitty having to spend $400 to $500 on a PS4 just to play another Call of Duty. So we're hoping that changes. It may not. I know Battlefield is coming out for PS4 and PS3, so they were really kind people, which means I might need to get on that. But some of the things that we do know is that, again, it will not be called Modern Warfare. Reason being is that Modern Warfare was a series that started with the PlayStation 3's release. So, with the PlayStation 4's release, they're going to come out with a new series. And that's not to say that people for the Xbox aren't, included in this, but for some reason, it has been a tradition where Sony and Activision has kind of been together on a lot of the planning and a lot of the release dates. It still doesn't really take away from the fact that more people on Xbox play Call of Duty, and that for some reason everyone on Xbox gets the map updates and the DLC quicker. So we're not sure exactly who's running things at Activision, but apparently they pick and choose the little dawdly shit that they release and when they release it. And I hate C4s. That's what made my speech screw up. I think C4s are like explosive diapers of middle fingers. Like, I swear, like that right there, it really was a diaper full of middle fingers that exploded all over me. I hate that. I don't think it requires any skill to throw a C4. With that being said, I have shitty skill throwing C4. Anyway, what I wanted to talk about was hopefully some of the game modes that might be coming out that I've been trying to get with Activision about, and I know the Syndicate and Woody's Gamertag, a lot of other really good gamers that are, not trollers like me, but actually really good at gameplay. White Boy 7th Street, Woody's Gamertag. They're all really good at Call of Duty. T. Martin, really good at Call of Duty. So they're not like, comedic, you know, make your sides rip open your penis and nutsack and vagina holes and laugh, but they are really good with skill, and they have come up with a couple ideas that, you know, I think are good, and I've come up with a couple ideas, well, that they think that are good. One being is I think that there should have bullet perks instead of just gun perks, where you can actually use up one of your perks, adding especially to your bullet, like your bullet has more penetration, or your bullet has an explosive feature where maybe it'll hit somebody and explode the person next to them, or the bullet will hit the person and the person will lay on the ground and look like an enemy, so it's like a decoy, things like that. Another thing that I hope they fix, that they change, is they need to change where they have gun class game modes. So now if you want to play like free-for-all, you can be free-for-all SMGs only, where everyone in there is using an SMG. So you kind of have an idea what kind of gameplay you want to play. Or you want to play a team deathmatch with just shotguns, things like that. So that way you can start, you know, having fun with your shotgun. And it's not going to be for everybody. I know that, you know, Call of Duty is about picking classes and going up against people, but I think it would be fun a little bit to play with a bunch of people who are all using the same guns. I think it'd be kind of a fun game mode. Another one that nobody seems to really have come up with except me so far is I think there should be a game mode where I call it move, where basically if you don't move in 5 seconds, you just die. So it eliminates the campers. So you have to constantly keep moving in the game. So it's constantly either rushing or running around in a circle, whatever it is you have to do to try to keep moving. I think that would be kind of fun. That would be good for the people who don't like camping and things like that. That way, you know, the people that do like the quick scoping and the camping, and I know the guy Worm on YouTube does some really funny camping videos, which I think is hilarious. But for, you know, trying to learn the game and things like that, I'd really like to have a game mode where I know nobody's going to be sitting in the corner. One thing that I hope they do fix is I think they need to add the connection feature in the lobby. Instead of just seeing the connection while you're playing the game and you pull up the stats and people and looking at their bar connections, you need to see their bar connections in the lobby. Because I don't know who is picking the host, like there's some sort of hamster losing his mind on a wheel picking the host for all the games, or it's like a blind kid picking out his favorite porno. I don't know, but it's like it's never a good host, and for some reason I really find it hard to believe that the person has a phenomenal connection right before the game starts, and 2 seconds after the game starts they have to migrate hosts because the guy's connection got shit on by space invaders or whatever the case may be. But, as you can see right here, my third Warthog, I'm not even going to get a chance to even use it because I'm still like just running around. My other Warthog's kind of doing work, so I don't even get a chance to use it. So I still count it as my third one. But those are some of the ideas I have for Modern Warfare 4. I really think that they should do that. If you have some ideas of your own, if you could just put a comment in there, maybe you have something that nobody's thought of yet. And if you haven't already, click that like button because it really does help us gamers out. And if you haven't already, subscribe and share these videos. Sharing the videos is very important to us. It really does mean a lot. And I hope you guys enjoy this. I hope you guys had a great time. And if you have some other things that you want to talk about, or if you have some other ideas for Modern Warfare 4, make sure to follow me on my Facebook page and we'll chat it up. Alright, you guys, thanks for watching. Have a great day. Don't forget to tip your waitress. She's hungry.